is Bernadette for Burning Up the Kitchen, and today I have my mom here because we're gonna make your most requested video that you wanted to see, Mama's burning hot tortillas. Okay, Mom, so give us all your tips on how to make the masa.
Well, first of all, I use a whisk when I do mix the ingredients together. I don't use my fingers, that's the old traditional way, but I just use a whisk.
Okay.
So what we start with is 2 cups of flour.
Okay, all-purpose flour.
1 teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And you just mix it all in. I start mixing just the dry ingredients first.
Okay.
And then we have 2 tablespoons of cooking oil.
All right. And it doesn't really matter, canola or vegetable, whatever you have.
Anything works.
Okay.
What they used to use back then was lard.
Keeping it healthy, whatever you got, right? Oh my
Keep
gosh.
it healthy. Now, one thing you want to make sure is that you mix all the ingredients together really good. So that's really key to how your masa is going to turn out.
Some of my friends tell me they try to make tortillas and they come out like Play-Doh and crackers.
Well, honestly, Bernadette, you know, I still have that problem.
Oh,
Some
okay,
days.
okay. So
Sometimes
practice makes perfect.
That's right.
Okay.
My mother, she was the only one who I ever saw that made them perfect, but I just do the best I can, and you guys always love them.
We love them. They're the best. Okay.
All right. So now everything is mixed together. Now it's time to add the water.
Okay.
And what I like to do is I like to just put a little bit, just kind of make a little bit of a, to the side, like a, I don't know, funnel type.
Just like a little reservoir.
Yes,
Yeah, of
like
water.
a little reservoir.
Start working it. Okay.
And just kind of get it together. And then I like to just lay that out.
Okay.
Just a little bit more water, Bernadette.
Okay. Tell me when.
Okay.
Okay.
And just mix.
So you're doing it in little batches
In
first.
little batches
Okay.
is how I do it. And just kind of make sure it's moist. And then I like to put it on the board, on the table. Okay, a little bit more water.
Okay.
I think this should be it. Keep going, keep going. Okay, that's good.
So you don't want it too wet.
You don't want it too wet, but you don't want it too dry. And if you do come up with it just a little bit too wet, just sprinkle a little bit of flour on it.
Oh, perfect. So just add a tiny bit more.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
So when you put the water in, you want to add a little bit less water than more. Because if it's too wet, then it's a little bit too hard to work with. Either way, it's going to be hard to work with.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now, put that. Just put your bowl to the side. Now we're gonna just put it all together. And put a little bit more flour on that for me. Yeah, just kind of spread it around. There we go.
Okay. Gosh, it always comes together so easy for you.
I know. Sometimes, like I said, it comes together easier.
Yes. And sometimes it's a little bit harder and we got to start over. I've had to start over before where it's too wet.
Right.
Okay, that's not going to work.
You know what? This is really key to how your how your tortillas are gonna turn out, is how your flour
Okay.
turns out.
Just right in the beginning, huh?
Right.
Now, do you let your dough rest for 20 minutes or do you just go ahead and roll them out?
I just go ahead and roll them out.
Okay.
I think in the sopapillas that it's, you know, you can do either way.
Okay.
Okay, and you just keep kneading, keep kneading until it comes together.
Perfect. Okay, so we got these ones already made into your little discs.
And just to show you how to do it, just kind of take your finger or your hand and just squeeze a little bit. And then just kind of roll it.
Perfect.
And you have them made. Now you're ready to roll. Okay. Now, I really don't think there's any secret on how to make them round.
Okay.
Really, I think the secret is practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think with anything, it's just even pressure.
Right.
That's kind of how I felt.
I'm ready.
All right. And we just have a cast iron skillet. You could use a flat plate, right? You have your.
You can use, if you have a ceramic stove, you can also use that. You wouldn't even have to have a skillet. That's
Oh,
what
so
I
if you have a
use.
flat top surface?
Right,
Okay, perfect.
A little bit hotter.
Okay.
It just needs to be a little bit hotter.
Perfect.
And sometimes when you're rolling, if you find that it's just a little bit sticky, if you just want to take a little bit of flour and just kind of,
That helps it.
it helps a lot if you got your masa too sticky.
Years of practice, people. Years of practice.
I started making tortillas when I was 7.
Oh, wow.
I
Oh my
used to
God.
watch my mom make it, and I always told her, I want to do that. I want to learn how to do it.
Oh, and it's kind of a lost art now.
It really is.
It's a lost art. We don't really do them because you can go buy them at the store, but they don't taste as good. Everybody loves
not
their
the same.
tortillas. No.
Okay, hon, that just needs to be a little bit hotter.
Okay.
But it's probably done,
Mhm.
you know.
Okay.
We'll try this. Now, I use a skinnier, and what we call a rolling pin, palotes. I use a skinnier one because I find it's easier to roll
Okay.
out the tortilla.
Is it?
A lot easier.
Yeah, I have a
than
big
the
one.
big one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty.
Perfect.
Let's see.
Still a little bit
They're
hotter.
getting pretty a little bit harder.
Thank you so much for coming over. Look at this finished product. You whipped them up in no time.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, and there you have it. This is Mama Rosa's Burnin' Hot Tortillas.